Whoa, baby. It is time to feed the beast, my friends. Here's a pro tip for you. If you're hungry and you're trying to put size on, chances are you're not eating anywhere near enough food. Because for your body to signal that, hey, we're getting pretty hungry, right? Your stomach didn't just become empty. It's been emptying since digestion started after that last meal of yours. Now, what'll happen is everything in there, or at least the majority of it, it's gone and it's about to be gone. You know, there'll always be a little bit in there, but your body's telling you, like, hey man, we're running low on fuel, we're running low on energy. So, do us a favor and start, it's time to get some food in us. Now, when you're dieting, this is great, because if you don't give your body the food, it's your body's signal like, hey man, he's not giving us the food. Give us some food. I guess we're forced to take from our stored fat reserves, right? But when you're trying to put weight on, you don't want to give your body any reason whatsoever to take from those reserves. So you'll find yourself doing one of two things while you're bulking, right? Either making your meals assuming you're doing it right, you're going to be making your meals even larger. I just went the wrong way out of force of habit. But I got to put it back in the GPS now. Shit. Boom. Boom. That's what hunger will do to you. You'll mess things up. Okay, so we'll be at food 5 minutes later than anticipated. That's all right. Gives me more time to rant. So when you're bulking and you're doing it correctly, then chances are you've either made your meals even bigger or you've added more meals throughout the day. Personally, I like a little bit of a hybrid where I make my meals a smidge larger, but I also eat more of them throughout the day. So the most carbs I have in one meal is my post-workout meal, where I have 180 grams of carbs, 30 of which come from sugar, from like a fruit juice, and the other 150 come from white jasmine rice. Now, it gets the job done. It works. It's not a sexy meal by any means, but nor should it be. But that being said, if I want to add another, let's say 50 grams of carbs around that time of day, just because your metabolism is on fire doesn't mean you can store an infinite amount of food in your stomach, right? There's only so much, or such a capacity for it. That's a weird term. It's like if you have a car that burns up gas like it's nothing, it just ignites it, and you need to go across the country. There's no filling that up in one tank. There's not a shot. It'd be nice, but just because you're burning gas like a madman doesn't change the fact that you're gonna have to fill that tank up more than once. And if you didn't get the analogy I made, your stomach can only hold so much food at once. Just because you want more calories doesn't mean you can increase the size of it. You can slowly. That takes time, though. It takes a long time. You see those people on My 600-Pound Life, they'll eat 2 pizzas and, a 2-liter Coca-Cola and still have room for some Twinkies. Ooh, thank you. But that's not you. You know, you're not eating like that. You're not living like that. A funny misconception for bodybuilders has always been, we can eat everything in the world. And it's funny when I'll go out with friends and stuff that they know what I do, but they don't fully understand it because they don't live the lifestyle, right? They'll always be like, oh, we got like extra burgers for John, things like this, and it's in like a joking but also serious manner, like, oh, we got extra for him, like, great, and make a little joke about it, whatever. And it's funny, and I appreciate it immensely because the thought is there, right? But just because John eats a lot of food all day doesn't mean I can put it all down at once. You know, for me, my stomach capacity was never anything wild to write home about because I always had a problem eating food because of my my throat and my uvula. I have like a abnormally long uvula, which there's a surgery to cut your uvula out, which would help me immensely, but like I get fucking just thinking about that, man. Because every time I eat, you know, uvula is made for like an anti-gag. So if something hits it, it's like, hey man, whoa, stop what you're doing. Problem is, everything I eat hits it all day long, every day. So, excuse me. My body quickly kind of gets full because as a result of that, I've always been an incredibly slow eater. You know, things like cereal or something like that, I can slam down quick just like anybody else. But like real food, dude, it takes me forever to eat. Going out to dinner with me is a freaking chore. Like, you better just have an open evening because we're gonna be there for a minute. Food. When the reality is, can I eat it all? Sure, but we'll be there for a hot minute. To the point where, personally, I'm better off from an anabolic standpoint to have more frequent, smaller meals. I'll tell you, there was a point in my bodybuilding career where, and now that I think of it, I don't know, I have a couple reasons why, but why I was eating 11 meals a day. 11 meals a day. They were smaller meals, obviously, more frequent, but I was eating every hour and a half, pretty much. It worked great. It worked really, really good. And I'm trying to figure out one good reason why I don't do that again. I mean, aside the obvious, allotting time every hour and a half to eat is a lovely pain in the ass, but anabolically, man, it worked wonders. And I could definitely get more calories in that way. I think you know, this is part of the reason why I like making these videos. Just like I was talking you guys through what I was doing with my leg day program the other day, yesterday. Excuse me. We're able to, how do I frame it? Just think out loud. I think that might be something to look into a little bit more. I'm gonna have to buy a lot more Tupperware. That's for damn sure. But you know, I might give that a go again. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It makes all the sense in the world. For my situation of how I eat, it makes a lot of sense. since I can't eat a ton at once, friggin' look at that. I'm still gonna need to keep my my post-workout meal large because I need the extra calories to go in immediately at that point. You know, because that's when my body's trying to fuel itself a lot more. But bringing back the 11 meals a day, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. And so in which case, technically right now, I'm about to go have meal 4. Because I've had one meal at home already. It's pretty early in the day. I just went for whatever. It was a quicker arm day today. But I had one meal today so far. I should have gone. That's on me, car. I'm sorry. One meal this morning, but it was the size of 2. Because I'm going to be cutting the meals not in half, but damn near close to in half. Oh, by the way, here's a parking pro tip for you guys. Is, you know how people park away from other people sometimes because you don't want them to hit your car? Well, you still have a chance of somebody hitting your car like that and throwing their cars next to yours. But if you, you know what I mean, like open the door into it. But if you park next to the nicest car you see, doesn't matter where you are in the lot, you know they're going to be careful. They're not going to hit your car because they don't want to hit their car. So it's like a hierarchy. If you park to the next to like the nicest car you see in the lot, then chances are, man, nobody's going to risk swinging their door open because not because they care about your car, because they care about theirs. You know what, on that note, my friends, I'm going to go inside and grab something to eat because I feel I'm not starving by any means. My body's telling me like, hey, John, you can, you know, we're empty, but we're not hungry yet. So you can put more food in here if you want. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go get a big meal like I planned. I'm running over to, can't speak. I ran over to Qdoba. So here I usually do double rice, double chicken, queso, some of those tortilla crisps things, guac, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm missing something. I know I'll see it when I go inside. And sometimes those fajita vegetables. I love peppers. I'm a sucker for peppers. It's like for me, like sausage and peppers might be one of my favorite foods if they weren't so damn greasy whenever you get them. Because I always pay the price later. I feel like absolute garbage when I eat very greasy food. Just, oh, it obliterates me. Kills my stomach, kills everything. But it sure does taste good. So on that note, my friends, fuck it. We're back on the 11 meals a day. Because of you guys, because we're talking again. And I will see you tomorrow. Let's get it, baby.